This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Thank you so much for tuning in. Nice fall day here. It's October, so of course I've got me a nice Oktoberfest. Cheers to you, vinyl community. I hope everybody is doing well at this time of the year. It's a great time of the year, isn't it? So anyway, I've got some vinyl finds. These are all used vinyl finds, none that I ordered online or anything like that. Just got them out in various stores. So here we go. Let's get started. What do we get? Well, the first one is a $1 record, and Steely Dan from 1977. I don't know, how do you pronounce this? Asia? I've never been sure. I don't know that I mean, I'm sure I've heard it pronounced, but I don't know. Anyway, big album. It's known for sounding really good. I've never really been into Steely Dan that much, so I thought for $1, hey, we'll take a chance on that, see what it's like. Next up, now this one is from 1975, and it is the debut album from Greg Kihn. This, of course, this would be on Berkeley Records. I don't really need to show you this one because actually this was sealed. So trust me, it's in immaculate shape. This was a sealed copy, so it was a no-brainer for me to pick up. To be honest with you, I bought it because I was going to give it to my buddy Aaron Mutha Alamer, but then he already showed it. He has it. I thought maybe this might be one he might not have. It's always hard to find something for him he doesn't have. But anyway, he has it, so I'm probably just going to keep it for myself. I've listened to it, and it is definitely different than 80s Greg Kihn. It's more of its time, from 1975. It's got pop elements from that time period. It's even got, like, at times a little bit of folk elements, but it's got some pretty heavy guitar solos in some of the other songs. It's kind of all over the place. It's an interesting album, though. I think maybe like somebody like Sam St. John would enjoy that album. Next, I have this one I was happy to find. This is from 1970. Trespass by Genesis. This is their second album. And I don't know, I don't get this one shown as much, it seems like. This is actually in really good shape on MCA Records. And while, you know, I would never say this is one of my favorite albums or anything, after listening to it, it's definitely an album when I'm in the mood for it. It's pretty good, and I could totally see it growing on me. This is good music to play late at night, very early. Genesis. Next was an album that was actually given to me by a friend, free. So this is Out of Time, REM, Out of Time. And you know, this of course has the hit Losing My Religion on it. This was a reissue because it's got this kind of pea-colored yellow vinyl. I know a lot of people don't care for this one. I've always liked it. You know, it's not my favorite REM by any stretch, but it does have some really good songs. Of course, it's got the hit Losing My Religion on it. The cover is not in good shape, but the record itself is immaculate. Never played. Next, okay, I'm getting to some more meat and potatoes here. Now this one, I was extremely happy to find it. Now, you're going to be all judgmental on me because of the jacket. But I've got from 1973, Yes Songs by Yes. This is a live album that they're doing from Close to the Edge. Now, you're thinking, wow, well, that's really great that you're showing this beat up record. But come on, guys. As old as this record is, and look, you know, this thing folds out like this. Do you really think it's going to be that easy to find a copy of this thing out there in the wild where the jacket is not beat up? No, it's not easy to find. And trust me, I've been looking. But here's the thing. This is a 3-record set, and all 3 of these vinyls look about like this. The records themselves are in good shape. Now, I don't have a cover this huge to put over this, but, you know, whatever. I don't know. I need to do something with it. You know, but it has, you know, it still has the original sleeves, which I haven't replaced yet. It still has this booklet in here that came with the album. So I'm very happy to find this. This was a very reasonably priced 3-record set. I mean, this was a steal. in my mind. So quit judging me on the cover of that. Next up, originally I was very happy to find this. 1970, Eric Burdon Declares War. This is hard to find out there. So when I saw this copy, I'm like, oh, I hurried up and grabbed it before somebody else grabbed it, because like I said, it's always hard to find. Unfortunately, once I got it home and I played it, it's got a lot of pops and clicks on it. There's more surface noise on here than I normally would want on a record for sure. So it's playable, but it is definitely going to be one where it's a placeholder until I find a better copy of it. I can play it, but I would prefer to have a little bit better vinyl than that. Okay, next up, from 1972, Rio Grande Mud by ZZ Top. Who doesn't love early ZZ Top? Great blues rock, right? You know, the little old band from Texas. Now, this is obviously a repress at some point. I don't know, I didn't check it out too much, but when you look at it on that Warner Brothers label right there, okay, that's not from 1972. But this is in fantastic shape. So I have a really hard time finding good copies of the early ZZ Top. If you're like me, you probably looked and realized it's not easy to find. So, you know, regardless of when this was reissued or whatever, very happy to find that. Good price. Final one, probably my favorite out of this. One of my favorite rock albums from 1978, the Paul Stanley solo album. Remember when Kiss all did a solo album? You know, this one, between this and the Ace Frehley album, those were the two that, you know, me and my friends went back and forth. Which one is the best solo album, you know? Different times of my life, I would probably give you different answers. Right now, I'd probably say Ace as the best solo album out of those four. That's just a fantastic album, but so is this, man. This is great. If you've never heard the 1978 Paul Stanley solo album, check it out. I know there's a lot of people that just hate Kiss without ever listening to them. Give this one a try, man. It's just Paul. There's no other Kiss people on it, so maybe you won't be prejudiced against it. It's a fantastic rock album. It is in good shape. I hate the fact that it has that on there. You know, that sucks. But the record itself is great. It does not have the piece of the poster in it. It does have the original sleeve, which is cool. You know, I was happy to have that, but it was a good price. So, you know, the fact that I got it, it plays great. To me, this is definitely a keeper. Maybe I'll find a better cover at some point and replace it, but the vinyl is great. Bunch of good finds. Curious what you guys think of these finds. I'm happy with them. So I appreciate everybody that watches this channel of mine, everybody that subscribes. I think I just spit, sorry about that, but it means a lot to me. So I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Till the next time, my friends, I will see you down the road.